It's Robboo Montaine from the North Side, and you listening to Local Vibes. Tune in, baby.
Thank you so much for coming in. Robert, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. The energy is off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it in here.
Yeah,
I wish I could live here.
And we've been seeing it, in every performance you do, the energy is just super high. We love seeing it.
I appreciate it for sure. Got to keep it up.
Yeah. And you performed Are You Dumb, Hot Summer, and What You Bout. So can you talk a little bit more about these songs and why you chose them and why you like them?
Are You Dumb is just really asking somebody, like, are you dumb? Like, who are you competing with? Because you can't compete with me. Like, that's really what I made the song about, because I'm, like, really, I feel like everybody be underestimating me because I'm funny, and they just, like, my music just overshadows that. I mean, funny overshadows my music, and I don't like that. So I had to make a song about Are You Dumb? Then What You Bout is just like, that's really like a summer song. Like, that's like, you could just go out in the summer and the picnic's like, baby, show me what you about, eh? Or at the family cookout, because that's where I really want y'all to be teeing up at and playing my music, because I need all the uncles, aunties, everybody. And then Hot Boy Summer, it was a hot boy summer. Like, for real, it really was. 16, no, I was probably like 16 going to 17, doing too much out in the streets. Like this is just like, everything I rap about is everything I do. I'm, like I said, I'm from the North Side, so just get that in mind. I'm from the North Side, so yeah.
The North Side's getting pretty rowdy, or what?
Very rowdy. I mean, growing up, yeah. Well, now, no, I don't know what they got going on now. They're doing way too much. But like back in my days, we were just fighting. Like, it was nothing other than fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Doing too much. Like I said, we were doing way too much.
Yeah, they're really good. And What You Bout, it was like a salsa Latin beat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a Sada Baby Spanish type. It's a Detroit type beat actually. Mm-hmm. And the dude BB Beats, I actually messed with him. So shout out to BB Beats. He's really cool. And yeah, that beat, I heard that beat. I was like, oh, I got to jump on here. This is my song. Couldn't nobody do what I did on that song. Period. So that's why I got the beat.
Yeah, and is that who you usually get your beats from?
Him, BB Beats, and then I be on this app called BeatStars. So I really just go from like whatever I hear, because like Are You Dumb is like a G Unit type beat. His name is Catmandu. I actually bought the license to that and everything. So that's like really mine. So yeah.
Yeah. And again, the crew and I have been loving all the music you've been putting out recently. And are there any specific artists you try to emulate, with this loud and aggressive sound that you have?
Well, if it's not obvious, Nicki Minaj. That's my number one. That's who actually got me out of my bubble. Like, I used to get bullied when I was a kid. So like, when I first heard her, it was probably Itty Biggie Piggy, and I seen the video, and it just, after that, it's like, she has this persona called Roman, and I think I'm actually Roman in real life. So, Nicki, if you see this, boo, get at me. I'm Roman in real life. But Nicki Minaj, Future, E40, and Foxy Brown. Big Bumbleclot star.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, if you had to pick, Pink Friday or the Pink Print?
Yeah.
Because Pink Friday's got Roman's Revenge.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Then the Pink Print got Shanghai and this and you know what? I'm gonna go with when I was the original Bard, Pink Friday. Like, that's when I feel free. I feel freedom. That's my. Come on, Nicki, get at me. Like, what's going on? Like, come on.
Yeah. I can definitely see, after listening to the stuff, how you kind of incorporate those artists into your own. So.
Yeah, she's very versatile. So that's why I get from her, like, and just to be you. Cause like, even other than like all the dramatic, like, that's me, period. Like, other than if Nicki Minaj was on this earth, that would be me, period. Like, so I just really go to her. So that's who I'm embodying. So yeah, period.
Yeah. And you were also a member of YN Rich Kids. So who else was a member of this group, and tell me more about this group.
So the YN Rich Kids is funny because I wasn't actually in the original group of the Hot Cheetos and Takis. They got signed. I don't quote me on that, but they got signed, and they were like doing like Kmart commercials and stuff. Like, they was doing, and they had a whole different name. They was like the Rich Kids, like DA Rich Kids, and we were YN Rich Kids. So when I got into the Wine Rich Kids, it was a whole new everybody, except for this one dude named Dame Jones. He still raps. Dame Jones. Um, Leanna, she doesn't rap anymore. And everybody else don't rap no more. It's just me and Dame Jones. We the only two people who rap. And when I got in there, it was just like, this is what I want to do. Like, they didn't pick me. They didn't ask me to be in there. I was in the studio freestyling on just some type of beat, and the producer walked in and he was like, "Oh, you're on the. Come on, let's go." So yeah.
Yeah. And how did you guys originally meet?
I went to the YMCA, so that's how we met. The kids from it's called the Y. It's called the U. Wine Rich Kids because it's YMCA. So it's like I don't even know what the YN stands for, but it's like young something. Young Northside Rich Kids. That's what it's called. So that's why it's called Wine Rich Kids. So that we just all met in the same program.
Yeah. And speaking of Northside, you rap the Northside all the time, all through the music.
Of course.
And are there any specific flows or styles of hip hop that have come out of the Northside or that are more enjoyed by people from there?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Minnesota don't have its own sound at all. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make us our own sound. I haven't heard a flow that I know of come from Northside, unfortunately, but I'm trying to change that and make a whole new flow out of Northside. Because I feel like everybody wants to be from New York, or they want to be from Milwaukee, or from LA. Like, boy, we is from the Midwest. We are from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Getting, like, I don't know. But unfortunately, no. But in due time, yes.
Yeah. How would you describe this, like, your own sound? This flow of yours?
My sound is very aggressive, but very, like, feminine. I used to hate to say that because, like, they would try to come like, "Oh, you gay?" But it's like, I grew around girls. Like, that's who I talk to. That's who I, like, who I be with. So, like, it's real aggressive, feminine, but anybody could relate to it, and it's, like, real, like, it's real. Like, you don't hear, I'm not rapping about shooting guns. If you hear, I'm rapping about other people, like my friends got them or my uncles got them. I don't use guns. No, I don't use guns. It's not what I be on. And yeah, it's just like, it's universal. Everybody's gonna love it. If you don't love my music, I don't have no words for you. I have nothing to tell you because it's just like something's going on up there. Like, for real.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how could you not?
Like,
yeah.
And it's like, if you really go through my discovery, it's versatile down. Like, I got songs that you would be like, "Oh, this is him rapping that?" Yeah, that's me, boo. So, tune in.
Yeah, and ever since you were a kid, you had this passion for rapping from what I've read.
Yes.
And what was your first experience, rapping or breaking out into the Minneapolis scene?
My first experience was actually, so let me go. The first experience that I can remember, hold on, this girl blowing me up. The first experience I can remember is actually performing at, it was like a Target corporate, but I was still with the Wine Rich Kids, of course. Target corporate, and it was like, it was for the, like, the corporate people, and everybody just was like, "Who is that?" Like, he's y'all star. Like, they were coming up to him like, "Oh yeah, he's the one. Like, he got it. He got the star quality." So when I started hearing that, I think around that time my dad passed. So, like, I was growing up. I had to grow up real fast. So it's like I was starting to hear, like, stuff more like, "Oh, they saying I'm a star. Okay, that must mean so." So I start meeting something. That's when I first was like, "Oh, you that boy, stop playing." So ever since then, I stopped playing. And I've been making a name for myself. Like, I go viral. I make a name for myself. Like, can't nobody say they did anything for me at all.
Yeah. And is this something you try to write about in your music, having to grow up fast?
Not really, because I don't like to put that. I'm not a simp. I'm not a simp person. Like, I'm not a sad person. Like, after my dad died, like, that just took a lot out of me. And and it probably sound bad, but it's just like, I don't have sympathy for a lot of stuff. Like, I don't. Because nobody has sympathy for me from when my dad passed away, so I just don't have sympathy for a lot of stuff. So, no. You won't hear me talking about anything like that in my songs. You hear me, like, right now, I'm energetic. Like, that's what you're going to hear in my songs. Like, you're going to hear me talking about, "Girl, I'm trying to go to the club, get a bottle of Casamigos, and turn up." Like, that's what you're going to hear in my songs. You ain't going to hear me talking about, "Oh, my dad passed." Like, I do talk about him, but I don't like to do that sad stuff. So,
yeah.
No.
Yeah. And have you faced a lot of criticism, for expressing those like feminine traits within your music?
Oh, of course. They hate it. Well, not they. The boys hate it because the girls love it. That's what it is. The girls love me. The boys hate me. But I love everybody, so I don't really care about it.
Yeah.
Like all the criticism, if it's constructive criticism, I take it in and I use it. But if it's just like, boy, you're a hater, I just laugh at you and smack you. Like that in the air. Smack, smack, smack. Bye bye. Who cares about you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're a nobody.
Yeah.
Literally.
Is there anybody in particular that's given you a lot of constructive criticism that you used?
Nope.
No?
Me.
Nice.
I give my own constructive criticism because everybody, I don't feel like nobody got the vision for me myself. Like, don't nobody got what I'm, like, nobody got, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but nobody got the pure intentions for me to do what I really got to do. Like, nobody's on that with me. Like, that's why I hear what people be saying about, like, I know what I got to do, like, for real. Like, I know what I got to do. So, I don't really, if it is constructive criticism from somebody that I actually, like, respect and look up to, then I will take it. But if you're just talking and I feel like you're just talking, you're just going out one ear and it's going to the next.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's working great. I mean, you've garnered, hundreds of thousands of views on, Instagram, on YouTube, and especially on this cypher you did with Trap Right in 2023. So can you tell me more about this session you did and if you still collaborate with these rappers?
Yes, so first of all, I was called under 24 hours. I forget if the cypher was on Saturday or Sunday. Whatever day it was, the day before is when they called me. And it wasn't even the day before. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. They called me and they were like, oh, yeah, we need you on this cypher. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay, like, like what? What? Like, how you gonna call somebody and say that we want them on a cypher 15 hours before the cypher? So I'm like, okay, no kidding, I wrote the verse in under 30 minutes. Like, lying, I put down everything I left, wrote the verse in under 30 minutes, had to find a studio person, found the studio person, got my hair braided, couldn't get it cut, found the outfit, but I tried to get it tailored, because it was, if y'all look at the video, it was a little baggy. It was giving baggy, but I mean, it was giving like 2,000, so I guess they was messing with it or whatever. But I don't know the artist. I didn't know any artist that was there like prior to, or when I went there. I didn't even know who was on the lineup. I just went up in there, popped my and came out the best. It was like, it really wasn't too much effort put into it because, like I said, I'm the best coming out of Minnesota. Like, and that's how I feel. So.
Mm-hmm. So apparently you flew out by Sexy Red and were in a music video?
Yes, flew out. Like, it was crazy though. I ain't gonna lie, cause she put me, she followed me one day, and I was like, okay, follow, cause I don't really get too much about the follows. Like, girl, I don't care. Then she reposted, and I'm like, okay, hold on. Like, what's going on? Then the DMs, they start rolling in, like, from her manager, like, yeah, what are you available? Can you come down here? Because I made the song so viral on TikTok that they had to hurry up and make a music video. So it was like, I forced them to, they weren't going to roll it out until her album was going to drop. But they were like, we have to do this music video right now. Like, we need you flew out, like, right now. So again, last minute. And I would just put it on the flow. I didn't have no money. And they want me to fly out. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Because I know I could make a couple bucks in a couple of minutes. So I'm like, you know what? Come on, let's do it. Flew out, met her. She cool. Mind you, I think she was pregnant around the time because she's pregnant now. So I think she was pregnant around the time. But she was cool, though. She was real cool, like, laid back, chill. And, like, she got me posted by Nicki Minaj. And, I was in the video and I just don't know. Like, I just, like, wanted to scream my whole life away. She, Scarlett DM'd me and said she wanted me on stage from that. So, like, that made a lot of stuff come into, like, circle. Like, I was just like, oh. But yeah, I met her and flew out with her, did a music video. We had like a lot of scenes, but y'all know how the industry be, and it was only in there like 4 times. But you go watch the video, you will peek me in there right by Sexy Red. So go do that, ski. I already know what's going on.
That's crazy. That's really, really crazy.
Yes.
Are there any other big artists that you have plans with in the future?
Yeah, I actually do. If y'all know, Dream Doll, she was supposed to be one of the first rappers to fly me out. I went viral with her a long time ago. I mean, I get posted by a lot of celebrities, and they always ask me to do stuff with them. But you know how it be. The industry is crazy, so yeah.
Yeah.
The
All right.
industry's real crazy.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Do you have anything else you'd like to plug?
Like I said last time, it's Radio K. Y'all need to tune in. Shout out to everybody in here because they're lit as AF, and like tune in to me. Like, ain't that why we here right now? Like, tune in to me. Let's go. I already know what's going on. Robboo, Northside. I know what's going on.